Good evening, everyone. I hope y'all have had a great Saturday. This morning we started out with a few showers, especially west of the metro and those north of I-20, but a lot of central Mississippi stayed dry today. We did have that cold front pass through. You can see it down to our south and east now. We've got northerly flow, so winds coming from the north. Feeling pretty nice overall outside with those clouds slowly starting to clear out. Can just see a few clouds on Live IMAX 12 throughout this afternoon, and currently not any rain across central Mississippi or the Pine Belt, just a few more of those passing clouds. Throughout the overnight hours, expecting dry conditions to continue with a few passing clouds, but still expecting mostly clear skies for the most part. See, our temperatures have already started cooling down to near 70 degrees for our northern counties, 69 up in Durant, 69 in Yazoo City, 70 in Rolling Fork. Still 79 here in the city of Jackson. Hattiesburg, you're sitting at 83. Overnight, with those mostly clear skies, I'm expecting our temperatures to cool down quite nicely. I think most of us will make it to the low to mid 60s. Forecasting 65 for Jackson, 63 in Carthage, 67 in Hattiesburg, and 65 for the city of Natchez. With those dry conditions continuing, and for your Sunday, it's going to be cooler tomorrow, and we'll have some drier air filtering in behind that cold front. So we're going to have abundant sunshine tomorrow, mostly sunny skies expected. Temperatures in the low 80s for many, 83 in Jackson, 82 in Yazoo City and Carthage, 84 in Port Gibson. The further south you are, the warmer it's going to be, but still, everyone will likely stay in the low to mid 80s tomorrow, 86 in Hattiesburg. Dew points will be a bit lower tomorrow as well as a result of that cold front passage, so that's going to make it feel much nicer and much more pleasant. For your Monday, I expect much of the same, with high temperatures in the low 80s, with lows dropping potentially down to the low 60s as we head into Monday morning and Tuesday morning as well. But we are going to have some changes to our weather pattern. We're going to have an upper level ridge building into our west, and what that is just high pressure at the upper levels of the atmosphere. Whenever that happens, that air will sink towards the ground to areas of lower pressure. So we'll have sinking air, but as air sinks, it warms, or it compresses, and that's a warming process. So that's going to result in our temperatures climbing right back up to near 90 by midweek. But in the meantime, we're still going to have pretty nice conditions for the next several days. Another thing with this upper level ridge, we're not going to have any rain to talk about over the next 8 days. Whenever we have all that sinking air, we're not going to have to worry about clouds either. It's going to be dry and sunny for the next 8 days. While this is going to return us to more seasonal weather, I am expecting sunny and dry conditions this week. You can see on our temperature bar graph here, 83 degrees for Sunday and Monday, but then after that ridge starts to build in, highs will return to the upper 80s, near 90 for the second half of the week. And our low temperatures cooling down to the low 60s potentially Monday and Tuesday. Upper 60s, though, past that. But it's still likely to remain below average for those overnight low temperatures. So overall, we'll have some drier air moving in, some cooler air, abundant sunshine to start the week as well. By midweek, though, that's when we'll have some warmer air, but still, it's going to be seasonal right where you would expect it to be for the beginning of September. We're still watching the tropics, but no named storms in the Atlantic right now. The Hurricane Center was watching a wave off the west coast of Africa it was a disturbance, the potential for some tropical development. That has been downgraded to 0% chance of formation over the next week, moving into an area not sustainable for tropical storms right now. So we'll keep watching the tropics, not expecting any development over the next week. But just to remind you, tropical or hurricane season is still ongoing. It runs through the end of November. The peak of that is usually September the 10th, which it's been unusually quiet here lately. But we're going to keep watching the tropics over the next several months. But once again, I can say over the next 8 days in central Mississippi and the Pine Belt, and no tropical impacts expected. Beautiful weather, abundant sunshine on a daily basis. Highs starting in the low 80s for your Sunday and Monday, warming back up to the upper 80s by midweek. Likely in the low 90s to finish out the work week. And then for your low temperatures, starting in the mid 60s as we move into Sunday morning, low 60s for Monday and Tuesday mornings, then warming back up to the upper 60s. But overall, not too bad. Not expecting any rain on any one of these days, so it's going to be great for any of those outdoor plants. I hope y'all have a great rest of this Saturday. We didn't have our regularly scheduled 6 o'clock newscast tonight because of football. Not going to have 9 o'clock news on the CW either, but we will be on WJTV at 10 o'clock tonight, so join us then if you can. If you're not able to, until next time, I will be back here tomorrow night on Facebook Live as well as on YouTube with your next weather update. But I hope y'all enjoy the great weather that we're going to have over the next 8 days.